I'm in my bag right now. I can't be in tears right now. I can't afford to lose right now. It's all eyes on me right now, right now, right now. Hey angels, and welcome back to Shawty Creations. If you guys are new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you're not new to my channel, then you already know the vibes, bitch. First things first, guys, please don't mind my broken nail. I know it's the ghetto. I am literally down bad, and if you guys watched my previous vlog, you would have known that I have a broken nail. So please, let's just excuse, because I love talking with my hands. So you guys just have to understand that your girl is down bad. Today we're going to be doing a 2021 year-end reflection. And I also did a similar video to this last year. So I think it's safe to say these year-end reflections are like a Shawty Creations tradition. And I absolutely love year-end reflections because it allows me to see all the good things that happened in the year, and also allows me to walk into the new year with a positive mindset and a new attitude, and just seeing all the things that I want to accomplish in the new year based on everything that I've accomplished in the previous year. But today we're not just going to look back and do a little story time. I'm actually going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that I learned in this year based off everything that happened, because baby girl, it was a lot. Typically how I do my year-end reflections is that I have a journal and I write down all my triumphs and all my refinements, and I just love that now I can put that in a video diary form, and I can always go back and look at everything that I said. I mean, I was watching my last year's reflection and I was just like, I was literally a totally different person back then, and I've just seen how I've grown and how I've changed, and it's so beautiful how I can have these videos out there and they'll be there forever and ever and ever. 2021 has honestly been the year of self-realization, self-actualization for me. I've been presented with so many opportunities. I've met so many people along the way who have opened so many doors for me, and I think with everything that I've been working towards and everything that I've been working on this year has just led me into finding my space in my career, finding my space in the world, who I am, what I want to achieve, what I want to be, where I stand on certain things, and even in my personal life, like my relationship with my family, my romantic relationship. I honestly feel like I just feel reborn. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but looking back at my old videos and watching my 2020 reflection video, I just see how much I've changed, and how the things that I prioritize and the things that I value have changed, and that's simply because of everything that's happened in this year and every opportunity that I've had. So just to give you guys like a background and a summary of where my headspace was this year, so that you guys can also understand all the lessons that I've learned come from somewhere, and they stem from so many things that have happened in this year. Just to watch myself grow and transform into the woman that I'm becoming is just so beautiful, and this is why I love YouTube. Okay guys, I'm not gonna get emotional and like start rambling, but truly this is why I really love YouTube, because I've documented my life, and just to see how I've grown, and it's just honestly, it's been such a beautiful year for me, and I'm beyond grateful. So without wasting any more time, let's get into today's video. The first thing that I learned in 2021 is that you need to be flexible and adaptable, and this goes for business, in work, in relationships, just in life in general, and your entire life. You just need to be able to adapt to change, and when things don't go the way you plan, because sometimes you get so attached to a certain outcome or how you expect things to be, that when things don't go the way that you envisioned them, everything falls apart, and it's really difficult for you to get back up again. And when we resist change, especially when things that are changing are beyond our control, it makes life so difficult, you know. And I'm someone who loves to plan. I love to know how things are gonna happen, where we're gonna go, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And I found that this year I've been so resistant to change and specific things happening that I've missed all the good moments and the good things that have come out of those situations, especially at the beginning of the year. So as the year went by, I realized, you know what, I just need to go with the flow. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan or that I shouldn't be planning, because I mean, that's my personality. But I should also be willing to go with the flow and willing to adapt and willing to be able to change. So that's something that has really been hard for me. It's been so hard, but I've learned to be able to adapt. I've learned to be able to change and not be so fixated on a certain vision. There are so many things that have changed in my life over the course of the year, and I feel like if I was so fixated on the vision that I had for my 2021, then I wouldn't have appreciated some of the good things that have come out of situations that I didn't even plan. The second thing I've learned this year is to trust your intuition and trust your gut feeling. It's your sixth sense. I cannot even tell you guys how many times I have been in a situation and I'm like, you know what? I didn't even want to come here. First of all, there was something in me that was like, Shawty, are we really doing this? And every time I have that feeling, I'm like, nah, I'm just being dramatic. I'm like, why would I be feeling weird about going to this place? Like, it's just going out. Then I get there and something bad happens. So I've really learned to trust my gut feeling, trust my instincts. Whenever I have a weird feeling about something and I don't know where it's coming from, I don't know where it is stemming from, I just know to trust that feeling. And it doesn't only go for when I feel weird about going to a certain place or when I feel weird about doing certain things, but when someone is in your space and you feel so uncomfortable and you feel weird, and something is just off, you know, even when you have a conversation with someone, something is just off, you know. And there was a point during the course of this year when I was having a conversation with a friend, right? And something just seemed a bit off. 2 + 2 = 4, but something ain't adding up. Just the vibe and the energy around us speaking. And it wasn't even like we had previous beef or anything was wrong. It was just on this particular day that things just felt weird. And it wasn't even what she was saying to me or her body language. Like, I don't know what it was. No, actually I do. It was my gut feeling. And then literally a few days down the line, people would come to me and say, how, what's happening between you and Mang Mang? Because she's coming to us saying this about you and this, I thought you guys were cool. And I'm like, bitch, me too. I also thought we were cool. All of a sudden she's talking about me behind my back. She comes to my face and she's like, oh, friend, but behind my back she's talking about me, which I honestly didn't understand, because there's nothing that happened between us. There was no beef, and I thought we were at the level of our friendship that if there was something that I did and if there was something that I said that made you feel a certain way, you could just come and talk to me. But you know, sometimes you have ideas of what a friendship is and you think you guys are on the same page, but you're not. Okay, I'm digressing, I'm sorry. But this just goes to show that your gut feeling and your sixth sense will never lead you astray. Lesson number 3. Stop worrying or caring too much about what people have to say or think about you, because people are going to talk no matter what you do. You slip up and make a mistake, they will talk about you. You do something great, they will talk about you. They will find something just so that they can talk about you. And I've realized that, you know what? I'm not here to please anybody else but myself. I'm not here for the public approval. I'm not here to meet your standards and your measuring tape, whatever. I am doing everything that I'm doing for me. Everything that I've worked for and everything that I've accomplished, I've done it for me. And I'm just tired of constantly having to measure up just so that people don't talk about me, constantly having to do certain things just so that people don't talk about me. But regardless of what I do, and no matter what you do, people will always talk about you and people will always have something to say. And I think a lot of this mindset also came from the whole thing that happened with me trending on Twitter, right? Being the person that I am, before, I generally cared about what people thought about me. I cared about what they said in my comments, what people are commenting on YouTube, like everything. Like, I genuinely cared. And I'm not saying that I don't care about what you guys have to say about me, or I don't care about you guys, because I do. You guys are my family. You guys are my angels. Y'all are Shawty's angels, you know? But I'm not going to change who I am and change the things that I'm working towards and the things that I'm striving for and the things that I stand for just because I'm trying to get you to like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. If you don't accept who I am, I will gladly, happily move out of your space. And I've said this even in my friendships when I felt like I had to be less of myself so that I can accommodate you, you know? But yeah. It's getting deep, but honestly and genuinely speaking, I found that you know what? At the end of the day, I'm the one who has to go to bed at night and think of everything that I've done and think of everything that I've accomplished. And if I'm doing it for you and I'm doing it for public approval, I'm always gonna have to live up to that. You know, I'm always gonna have to strive for that. You can never win. I'm perfect for myself, and that's perfect enough for me. Lesson number 4. Don't ever downplay how much work it takes and how much goes into getting what you want. 2021 has honestly been filled with so many opportunities, so many open doors, but it's also come with a lot of sacrifices. And I think I've spoken about this in a few of my videos, but people want so many things out of their life and they want to go for their dreams and chase after their dreams. And you know, you read these IG quotes that's like, nah, just follow your passion and everything will work out. Just do what you love. But even in you doing what you love, it takes so much work, guys. Like I'm not even where I want to be. I'm not even halfway, quarter way of where I want to be. But even in this work that I'm doing now and the little that I'm doing, I know that everything is going to be working towards a bigger picture. But it's also filled with so many sacrifices, so many late nights and early mornings. I mean, people think I just put my phone there, turn on the camera, speak into the camera for a few minutes, just go edit, cut a few things. No, it's really not like that, because number one, I still have a life besides YouTube. I'm still in school. I'm studying really hard because I'm also, you know, doing quite well there. I mean, I'm a top student. I still have a relationship. I still have relationship with family. I still have friendships. You still have all these other aspects of your life, and people only get to see from one lens. They only get to see one side. And even with YouTube, like I was saying, you guys think I just put my phone up there, just record and everything. It's not like that. I sit and I plan and I'm deciding, okay, this is the video that I want to do. This is how I want to do the shots. I need to look for music. I need to guys. It's a lot of work. I find that oftentimes when people look at other people, it's like, oh, it's so easy. And even when you're thinking of yourself, like you want to do something, but you're like, okay, all I need to do is this, this, and this, and everything's gonna be cool. And then you get there and it's so much work and you're like, what the fuck is this, honey? So don't ever downplay how much work goes into getting what you want, because people out there work hard. You think I work hard? You guys think I work hard? I'm looking at other people who work harder than me, that push me, that motivate me. I'm watching their stories, I'm watching everything that they're doing, and I'm feeling like I'm not doing enough. But don't ever downplay how much work goes into this, because it's a lot of work. And the last and final lesson that I've learned in this year is the more you are grateful, the more you are given. And I've said this before, I believe in the law of attraction, that if you think positive things, you will attract positive things, and vice versa. I believe that I'm 50% responsible for everything that happens in my life, good or bad. I attracted those things towards me. The achievements and the accomplishments that I've had, I've attracted that towards me. All the negative things that have happened to me and the bad things that have happened to me, I've attracted that with simply my mindset. And just going back to being grateful, you're in the mindset of being positive and being happy with what you have. Even when I don't achieve exactly what I wanted, I'm still so grateful for what I could achieve, because the more I'm grateful and the more I have a positive mindset, the more my universe is going to provide and is going to give to me. You know, you have to be open to receive. Also on this topic, when you ask for something, when you ask God or you ask the universe for something, you should also be prepared to receive it. Be ready to receive it, because you ask. I'll let y'all finish that one for me. And that officially brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and hearing about the 5 things that I've learned about in this year. But also in all the lessons that I've learned, I've given you guys a little bit of a backstory, and you guys have watched my journey. You guys have watched me grow. You guys have watched me achieve and accomplish what I have. And honestly speaking, most of the things that I have achieved have been because of you guys, because of my YouTube family, because of my audience, and I couldn't be any more grateful for you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this. You know, you guys are gonna make me emotional as shit, but I'm genuinely so grateful for this platform that I have. I'm so grateful for my audience that interacts with me. I'm just grateful for so many things that have happened in my life, and to a bigger and better 2022 for me, for you, for all of us, for my shorties, angels. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.